Hallmark star Yenke Crystal Lowe reveals insane moment she learned she had cancer. Longtime Hallmark star Yenke Crystal Lowe is slowly coming to grips with the shock of being diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer at 44, which she publicly announced on October 10, 2025. But perhaps even more shocking is how the beloved signed, sealed, delivered actress and director found out. Lowe, who just began chemotherapy treatments, has posted 2 clips of interviews she recorded with fellow creatives Mary Cruz and Selena Kay, the founder of Hollywood Casting Studio, to help process through the emotions and details of her cancer journey. Finding out was insane the way it happened. Lowe captioned one video, in which she described receiving the jarring news while shuttling her kids to activities. In an essay by Lowe that was People magazine published on October 10th, she wrote that in February, she noticed a large mass in her right breast and intuitively felt something wasn't right. When a mammogram and guided ultrasound showed nothing irregular, her doctor simply called it a mystery. A couple of months later, the mass was still present, Lowe wrote, noting that it was changing in size and placement, and my confusion and fear kept growing. I didn't feel any pain, but my nipple became inverted, so I went back to the doctor. By then, the mass measured 10 centimeters, Lowe wrote, and she underwent an immediate blind biopsy. Typically, patients later receive biopsy results from an oncology nurse or doctor, but in a video Lowe posted on October 14th, she told Kay that didn't happen. Instead, Lowe said she received a really weird phone call from her doctor. It came while Lowe was with her 3-year-old son at a restaurant, who was running around like crazy while I'm trying to go get my daughter at dance. So it was a whole storm of things, she explained, adding that answered her phone anyway and heard her doctor ask her, "What's up?" And I said, "What do you mean, what's up?" "You called me," Lowe smirked. And she said, "It's bad." And I was like, "What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about." Lowe told Kay what happened next was surreal, she said. "Oh, you have cancer." And I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to stop you for a second. You're gonna have to call me back in like 20 minutes, and we're gonna have to rehash this 'cause I cannot function right now." In the caption of the video Lowe posted about her doctor's jarring phone call, she wrote, "I later found out that my doctor assumed someone else had called me. It was a mess. Driving home, trying desperately not to cry in front of my children. My daughter knew I was off, they always know. But I held it on as much as I could." Lowe continued in her caption, "I still ask myself regularly, why? How? But as time passes those questions become more like, okay, how do I work through? What lessons will I get from this? Why am I being forced to stop? And thank you, body, for loving me enough to make it clear that I had to go back for a second opinion." Friends and fans expressed their shock about how it unfolded, including actress Lauren Samuels, who wrote, "I cannot believe how this was communicated to you. You're so strong, Crystal, red heart. Someone else wrote, "What a shocking way to find out, Crystal. It must have been like an out-of-body experience for you." Of course, there's no easy way. I still remember to this day the consultant telling me that my husband had bowel cancer. Your openness about this terrible illness will help so many people, so I want to thank you for all that you're doing, hugging face blowing a kiss. In the caption of another video Lowe shared on October 13th, seen above, she wrote that since her diagnosis, she's found many amazing survivors online who understand what she's going through, noting, "I've learned so much. I have heard so many wonderful stories from all of you guys as well. I hope my story helps people feel like they aren't alone. Sharing has helped me so much already. Thank you for listening to my story." Lowe has just begun chemotherapy infusions and wrote in her People essay that she'll also undergo a double mastectomy, radiation, and reconstruction surgeries. As of October 15th, GoFundMe campaign set up for her by her signed, sealed, delivered co-star and dear friend Kristen Booth has raised $9,800 of an $11,000 goal to help Lowe, since she can't work while undergoing treatment.